Hello there, it's Blessing again. Um, Finishing up my last week of my marketing internship. Uh, I've been trying to get together with some of the other fellow sophomores who were part of the freshman class last year to get some tips for you guys to figure out, trying to don't make the same mistakes we basically did. So I've been talking to them on our Facebook page, just like you have one. That's probably where you got this link from, and compiled a list of things. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, dorms. There are 3 freshman dorms on campus: South, Founders, and Sheil. And also for you guys that applied late or paid your deposit late, if you still get into dorming, you might still end up in Fitzpatrick, which is an upperclassman hall, but it's only a few sections there for the freshmen. And some of you lucky ones who are athletes, you might have gotten to one of the upperclassmen dorms, but I'm just going to focus on the 3 major dorms that are the freshman dorms. First and foremost, Founders, Sheil, and South are all alcohol free. That doesn't just mean that you can't have alcohol liquid in there. You cannot have shot glasses. You can't have the Corona hats. I had one. I had to leave it at school. At home, because you will get fined if they see it. You can't have posters. Obviously some people just like it for the look. Some people drink it, but you will be fined if you are found with those things in your room. If you're found with alcohol, not only are you going to get fined and probably have to go through a 1-day alcohol education thing, and with the risk of getting kicked off campus, they also will inform your parents by phone or letter. I know a few friends that did. Don't do it. Okay, just don't. They might, if you have a cool RA. 2 of my friends are RAs and founders this year. They might warn you like, hey, don't have any shot glasses, or you need to put that up, or you need to take it home. But just don't have that kind of stuff in your room. It's a dry dorm. Don't get yourself in trouble for something you ain't supposed to do. I'm not telling y'all to sneak off and go to the upperclassmen dorms. Freshmen have done it. You do everything at your own risk, but you're definitely taking a big risk by drinking in the freshman halls, especially if you have an uptight RA. Because personally, I think my freshman class messed it up for you guys in Sheil. So with that being said, I'm going to go Sheil. Sheil is the oldest dorm on campus, but it just got renovated, so it looks like a freaking palace. And last year, the freshmen in there did some things they probably shouldn't have. Writing on walls, alcohol, smoking, a lot of stuff, okay? A lot of stuff went down in Sheil. So I don't know any facts, but Sheil residents, your RAs may be a little tough on y'all, and just know it's because of my class. But don't blame me, I was in Founders. So, Sheil was the party dorm last year. The year before, it was Founders, so it might switch, but it's a brand new dorm, don't mess it up. Don't have some maturity. Don't mess it up, because they will put you guys on not having visitors, not doing this, not doing that. Don't do that to yourself. Just act like adults. Just be adult about it. Don't go stupid. Sheil is all doubles, and so is Founders. So the only way you could really get a single is 2 ways. The main way is you live in South, which is all single rooms connected to the College of Nursing. So nursing students, education students, you might want to try to get in South. But also, if your roommate moves out and you're in Founders or Sheil and no one gets in your room and you want to buy it out, you can buy it out for $325 or $350, I forget what it is, and you can have a double to yourself. Myself, my second semester, my roommate moved out to move with her best friend. Our room was set up for a triple. It was only 2 beds in it, though. So now I have basically a triple to myself. So, but if you have a good roommate, living with the person will be easy. So, that's really all I can say about that. Founders. I live in the Founders. I can tell you a little more about it. Yes, it's all doubles. in all honesty, it has more rooms than Sheil, too. And also, it's a little bit more straightforward. Sheil is kind of like you got a hallway here, and then you go there and there and there, and there's all these different rooms. So Founders is more still, it's a big L. So each floor is set up the exact same way. There's a girls' floor, there's a guys' floor. For what I've seen in Sheil, it's like each corridor may be different. I really don't know. I didn't spend too much time in Sheil. They were always getting in trouble over there, so I spent too much time over there. Founders has a pool table in the basement along with the kitchen. Little story. Somebody over Christmas break, it was only me, some athletes, and some Ohio State students there. Somebody burnt toast in the ding-dang-on oven. How did they burn toast in the oven? I don't know. We were all looking, and then the fire alarms all go off. We had never had a fire drill, so we didn't know what that sound was. So we're all looking at each other like, me and the two of the track people were looking at each other like, what the heck is going on? What's going on? And we're up on the 3rd floor, mind you, and we can smell the smoke. So we're all like, what the hell is going on around here? We're like, what the fuck? What's going on here? And it was bad. It was just a bad situation. Dang, that was. Unless you know what you're doing, don't cook toast in the freaking. Don't. But like I said, Sheil and Founders both have kitchens. I don't know where the kitchen in Sheil is. I think it's on the 2nd floor. I don't know. I think it's on the 2nd floor. So in Founders, there's a little lounge area. You know, a big TV down there. We would go down there and play pool and make brownies and just have fun. You know, I met a lot of people in the basement. Let's put it that way. And Sheil, I think, is the top level. So basically, how I just said Founders is, I think it's on the top level of Sheil. Laundry. One thing that's good about Lewis is that you ain't gonna have to pay for laundry. You gotta buy your own detergent and fabric softener and things of that nature, but you don't have to pay like to do wash and dry, you know. The only thing you gotta do is just make sure you get down there before everybody else. Here's my word of advice to you. Everybody tries to wash their clothes on Friday night, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and Saturday night. So basically, from Friday night to Sunday night, those washers and dryers, everybody's gonna be trying to get to. So if you're smart, you're gonna do what I did. On Wednesday or Tuesday night, you're gonna put it in. You're gonna put in the you're gonna do your clothes then. That way, you ain't gotta worry about nobody rushing to get you anywhere or nothing like that. So that's just a word of advice from me. Any freshman can agree with me that lived on campus. That's how it is. I only went to South once. I really can't tell you much about South. It's that there's a kitchen. I don't know if they have a ping pong table or a pool table. It's one of those two. Most of my friends that lived in South came to hang out at Founders and the Den. No one really stayed in South to hang out. But I think the people that lived in South were more of a close-knit group of people that you got to know your dorm mates in South because they were all singles. So I really can't say much about South. Sorry. It's all singles. It's cool. Look, if you live in South, though, this is a word of advice just for anyone that lives on campus. That late at night, it can be a kind of weird walk to that side of campus. The back of South just looks creepy to me. You know, we do have wildlife. We have rabbits and skunks and chipmunks and things like that. So I would say to you, keep a flashlight on you at all times because you have the farthest walk at night. From the court, wherever you go, you have to walk somewhere to get to South. So at night, bring a flashlight with you. Not just so you can see if anyone's coming or anything is coming. We have some thick fogs. There were nights when the fog was so thick that we couldn't see each other. My friend and me, we couldn't see each other. And we were standing right in front of each other. So, you know, that's dangerous enough when you're living in Sheil and Founders, but you're on the mainland of campus, so more likely you went to the den or something like that, but you have to walk across the street to get to South. And bring a flashlight with you. That's for everyone, but especially for the people in South. Just for your own protection. You know, that's just, you don't want to run into none with a heady fog or get creeped out because you think someone's coming and it's only a little chipmunk. But, the rooms in South are small. The rooms in South are small. I will say that. They are small. So, if you live in the South, you better keep your trunks here with you. Be ready to tell your parents that they gotta take some things home. Them rooms is small. But you get sick in your room, though. I do know that. So, hey. Advantages, disadvantages. The rooms in Founders and, like I said, I had a triple that they made into a double. That used to be a lounge area on that floor. But most of the rooms are pretty decent size. I don't know if you can see my office floor. But I actually think a room is a little... The room is just a little bit bigger than this. So, you gotta count it. You got the beds, the dressers, and you got a closet. So, really, if you have a roommate, you're gonna have to talk to your roommate when you get there before you unpack anything. You have your roommate there and figure out how you want those beds set up. Do you want them up high? Do you want them down low? That's really gonna tell you how much room you get, depending on how you situate your room. This is from Kevin Barker, Founder's Basement. He said, tell them how to get off the top bunk, especially when your roommate's sleeping. Okay. You might want to buy a ladder. People have done it. I've seen it. So you might want to buy a ladder. You know, if you go to Target or something, you're like, oh, I'm living in a dorm, I need a ladder for the dorm. They should be able to tell you where to go for it. But you have to be careful. I've seen people fall. I've seen people bleed because they fell. You have to learn the art of getting off. More than likely, if you set up your bed correctly, where here's the bed and here's your roommate's bed, you could step onto their bed. Or you could have... You get off here where you have one of your dressers that's holding your bed up. You could step down on there. So you just have to be smart about it, get used to it. And I've seen people change the room like 4 times, 5 times. So it really just depends on you. When your roommate is sleeping, if you have to get down when your roommate is sleeping, I'd say jump. That's what I would do. Jump. Like, just jump. You know? But be smart about it. Be smart about, if you do have beds up top, be smart about where you put your rugs. Are they able to slip and slide? Do you have something holding them down? Really, that is why a lot of accidents happen, because people have put those rugs places they can slip and slide, and they slip on them because they stepped down or they just walked in. It's like, shh. So just be careful about the rugs. And I think that's really it. As far as dorms and how they're set up, you have 4 RAs and Founders, 1 for each floor. I believe you have 3 or 4 in Sheil, the same, and I believe you have 2 or 3 in South because it's a smaller dorm. Otherwise, everything else dorm life, it would be what to bring, I guess. But I'm going to make a college hall video. I'm going to tell you exactly what to bring and what not to bring. I already told you a few things not to bring, but I'll tell that in the college hall video. And I'll be back with another one for you guys.